Hey, Anna, what do you think about seeing my dad here? It looks nice here.
You want to see him here? Why the sudden change?
Yeah, why? Don't you like it? Should we look for someplace else?
Well, it's not that I don't like it, but we had originally planned to have a traditional meal at home. I didn't expect to go to such a fancy hotel restaurant.
Yeah, well, my dad went to this place before and he said it's perfect. He said he would vouch for it. He thinks it's a perfect place to finally meet you. I've never seen him go to another hotel restaurant.
Oh, really? In that case, I'm fine with it.
Okay, I'll make the reservation. It's this Saturday, right?
Yes, that's right. I'm a bit nervous. Even though I've met your mom a few times, I've never met your dad.
Yeah, why haven't you met my dad before? I forgot why you never had the opportunity.
Well, your father doesn't really have the time to meet with me. He's always busy, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. Anyways, don't be too nervous. My dad isn't the strict type.
Well, that's a relief. I hope he likes me. Your mother liked me, though.
He will really like you, you know? I'm just sure of it.
What do you mean? Did you tell anything about me to him? How do you know he will like me for sure?
I mean, you graduated from Stanford, right? That's the thing. My dad also went to Stanford, so he'll probably like that about you.
Is that so? But these days, you can't judge everything based on educational background alone.
My dad values educational background, so he'll like you. Don't worry too much.
Really? Well, that's a relief then. Who knew graduating from Stanford will come in handy like this?
With your impressive Stanford background, why are you so worried?
What does being worried have to do with graduating from Stanford? I'm really worried. I just don't know how my first impression will be.
Don't you worry too much, Anna. Everything's gonna be alright. Besides, I've never seen anyone who has a better first impression than you. Anyway, I'll see you on Saturday.
See you then.
Is this Anna's number? This is Mark's dad. Do you have a minute?
Oh, hello. This is a pleasant surprise. How did you know my number?
How did I know? I asked Mark, of course. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just that it would have been better if Mark gave me a heads up.
I told him not to. I thought a small surprise would be a bit fun, you know?
I see. So, what's the matter? Did you have fun yesterday? Thanks to you, I had delicious food and enjoyed myself. I loved the hotel restaurant. It was beautiful.
I also had a great time. How wonderful is it that you graduated from Stanford as well?
Yeah.
I knew my son had a good eye. No, by the way, please, call me Bob.
Oh, all right.
I also heard that you know that I graduated from Stanford, right?
Yes, I heard from Mark.
Well, it seems like meeting someone who graduated from Stanford isn't easy, right? This is also fate.
Yes, it seems so.
I don't even recall if I've ever met any alumni before you. So, do you want to marry Mark?
It's been a long time since I started dating Mark, and I think it's about time for us to get married.
I see. What's your profession, by the way?
I'm currently working for an international company doing data science.
Of course, if you graduated from Stanford, you should work at a big company. As for marriage, it's yours and Mark's choice. I like you, Anna.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
Not to mention, what kind of father-in-law wouldn't want such a smart woman as you as a daughter-in-law?
Oh, well, I never thought about it that way.
Instead of talking about that, let's proceed with our marriage plans. Hurry up and set a date for the meeting between your family and mine.
All right, I understand.
If they're the ones who brought you into this world, they must be good people even without seeing them. I can tell.
Both of my parents are good, hardworking people. They will be thrilled to meet you and your family.
Very good. You can set the date with your parents and tell Mark. He'll let me know.
Okay, Bob. I'll talk to Mark about this. Dad, are you busy right now? Do you have a moment?
Anna, what's the matter? I'm not busy.
Luckily, it seems like Mark's father likes me.
Really? That's great. Well, you're not the type to be disliked wherever you go.
Of course not. It's because I take after you, Dad.
So, now all that's left is for my daughter to get married. I guess there isn't much time left for us to spend together.
Oh, I know you'll be so happy that there's one less mouth to feed and one less trouble to worry about.
No father would be happy when their daughter gets married. That goes for me as well.
I feel the same way, too. That's why Mark's father suggested setting a date for the family meeting.
Mark's father already suggested setting a date for the family meeting? It seems like your future father-in-law really likes you.
Yeah. Mark's father also graduated from Stanford. He was really happy when he heard that I graduated from Stanford. I guess he likes Stanford graduates.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I hope I don't interfere with your whole wedding process.
What? What are you talking about? Dad, you would never interfere with my wedding. Why would you say such a thing?
You said Mark's father graduated from Stanford, but I didn't receive higher education. I'll be compared to Mark's father.
Oh, what does that matter? Don't be discouraged by such things, Dad.
Still, I'm worried that I might be an obstacle for you. I know the world, Anna. People don't really take it nicely when they learn that I didn't go to college.
Don't worry about that, Dad. Even though you didn't go to university, I think you're cooler than anyone else. And these days, there are plenty of people who graduate from college but don't live a successful life. But Dad, you're a much better person than someone with just a university degree.
I'm grateful that you would tell me that. I guess I needed to hear that.
Dad, don't worry too much. Discuss the date for the meeting with Mom and let me know.
All right, I understand. I'll talk to Mom and let you know. We'll come up with a few possible dates and you can choose one.
Excellent. See you at home.
Anna, are you busy? I called you, but you didn't pick up.
Oh, Bob, I was in the middle of work, so I couldn't answer the phone. The meeting just ended, so I have time now. What's the matter?
No, sorry for bothering you then.
No, it's okay now. What's the matter?
Nothing special, really. What are you doing this weekend? Do you have any plans?
This weekend? No, I don't have any specific plans. Why do you ask?
Really? Well, that's good. There's a place you should go with me this weekend.
Me? Where?
I have a college alumni gathering this weekend. Let's go together.
Me too? You're inviting me to a college alumni gathering with you?
That's right. Since you also graduated from Stanford, you have every reason to go, don't you think?
I mean, I guess that's true. But it's your alumni gathering. Can I really go with you? I'm not sure if it's appropriate for me to attend. We didn't graduate in the same year either.
Is there any reason why you shouldn't go? I can boast to my classmates that I got a Stanford daughter-in-law, right? Why don't you want to go? If you don't want to, you don't have to. I don't want to force you.
No, it's okay. I'll go. Since you're inviting me, it's only natural for me to go, right?
All right then, make sure to wear something neat. It's a place where you should dress up a bit, so wear something formal.
Okay, got it.
Perfect, I'll send you the details. Hey, sweetheart, how about going to see this over the weekend? It just came out recently, and it has fantastic reviews. The story is really refreshing too.
I can't do anything this weekend. I already have plans.
You have plans? With who?
With your dad. He contacted me and told me about his plans with me before you contacted me.
What plans with my dad? Why did my dad suddenly make plans with you like this?
Your dad has the college reunion this weekend. He asked me to go with him.
Oh, so that's when the college reunion is held.
Did you know about it?
My dad's been talking to me and my mom about the reunion for a few days now, but he didn't mention the exact date, so I didn't know.
Really? Well, I guess I should look good at that reunion.
I mean, do you really need to make a good impression? The fact that you graduated from Stanford is the biggest advantage you have. I don't mean to sound condescending, but my dad values educational background. Being a Stanford graduate is the most important thing to my dad.
Oh, I see. It's fortunate that it's an advantage for me.
Why? Don't you want to go there?
Well, I mean, it's not necessary, and the situation won't be comfortable for me. Think about it. If I go to that reunion, there won't be anyone close to my age. Besides, I'll be the center of attention.
It'll be fine. It'll be over soon. Just think of it as getting something delicious and then coming back.
Can't you come with me? It doesn't feel right for me to be there alone.
I don't want to. What would I do there? I'm not even a Stanford graduate. People would dislike me if I went there. Even my dad didn't invite me to the reunion. You would be the only one from our family going to that reunion.
Still, let's go together. I'll ask your dad once if it's okay for me to invite you. Wouldn't it be fine if I invite you?
I don't want to. My dad is going to brag about you being a Stanford graduate. Why would I go? Besides, you are already my dad's +1. How can you invite me?
All right, I understand. I'll go alone then.
Anna, what the heck happened at that reunion?
What do you mean?
Did you go there and tell people that your dad didn't graduate from college?
Yeah, but why? Your dad asked me about it, and I just honestly told him.
You should choose the worst time and place to be honest. Why would you tell people that your dad only graduated from high school?
Well, I mean, should I hide the fact that my dad only finished high school? Is that such a big deal?
That's not what I'm saying. Right now, my dad is furious because you embarrassed him.
What? I don't get it. How did I embarrass him?
You don't understand because you have no idea how big of a deal this is.
So, why is it such a big deal? Explain it to me so I can understand.
You didn't tell me that your dad only finished high school.
You didn't even ask me about it. You didn't ask me, so why should I tell you? Do I have to report everything to you?
If you hid the fact that your dad only finished high school and married me, then this is a fraudulent marriage. Did you know that?
What are you talking about? How is it a fraudulent marriage? I didn't lie. I just told the truth right now.
Still, you should have lied in that situation. Do you know how embarrassed my dad was?
Why should your dad be embarrassed that my dad only finished high school?
It seems like you don't understand the seriousness of the situation because of your pride. Go and apologize to my dad right away.
What? Apologize? Why should I apologize to your dad?
Do I have to explain everything to you? Apologize because you embarrassed my dad in front of his friends at the reunion due to your thoughtless words.
What? Are you saying this for real?
Do you know how ridiculous they must have thought it? All my dad was trying to do was to show you off to his friends that you graduated from Stanford. How would they have thought when they heard that your dad only graduated from high school?
I seriously don't understand. Is it such a big deal just because my dad didn't properly attend school? Do you think this is a reasonable situation?
You know that my opinion doesn't matter in this situation. You also know how society treats someone who only finished high school. You should know better than anyone how people are treated in this country if they don't graduate from college.
Regardless of how people are treated, I don't judge someone based on their educational background. And I will never apologize to your dad. Never!
Why didn't you tell me about that beforehand? Were you really trying to embarrass me back there?
What? What are you talking about?
Why didn't you tell me that your dad only finished high school?
Do I have to specifically mention that to you? You never asked me about it before.
Of course. In today's world, where can you find someone who only finished high school? So naturally, I didn't ask you. The chances were extremely low.
Even in today's world, there are people who didn't go to school properly. It was even more common in my father's generation. You're from the same generation as my dad, so you should know better, right?
Look at me. Even in those difficult times, I managed to graduate from a good university, so there's no excuse for your dad not to go to college.
Yes, and I respect you for that. You're an amazing person to have achieved so much, even in those difficult times. But that doesn't mean I don't respect my dad.
Even if your dad didn't go to college, why did you talk about your dad only finishing high school there? Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was in front of my friends?
I was asked a question by one of your friends, so I merely answered him. Was that such a problem?
Then you should have lied to those people. How can you just tell them the whole thing about your dad as it is?
I have no reason to hide it from those people.
So is that why you openly talk about your dad being in the accommodation business? I don't understand. If you just said that your dad was running a business, it would have been enough. They didn't have to know what kind.
I don't see the point. What's wrong with an accommodation business?
You really have a sharp mind, don't you? Is running an accommodation business something worth mentioning to other people and to be proud of? Even if it is an accommodation business, at most, it's just a small motel or something. That's why you wouldn't specify what type of accommodation business it is.
It's not like that.
If it's not like that, then it's probably a countryside Airbnb house. That's the kind of business your dad can handle with only a high school education.
Bob, you're going too far with this right now. My father may not have gone to college, but he worked incredibly hard to support our family.
Your dad suffered because he couldn't go to college. If he had gone to college, he could have worked comfortably in an office.
Thanks to my dad, I was able to graduate from Stanford. I saw my dad's unwavering determination, and I learned from him. That's why it was possible.
Still, I thought that you, coming from Stanford, would have come from a family with some intellectual capabilities. But there's no need for me to talk to you anymore. What difference does it make if I bring this up now? Anna, I have something to tell you. My dad forgave you, and our marriage will proceed as planned.
Your dad forgave me? What a joke. What does my dad's education history have to do with my marriage? Did I do something so terrible?
Of course, you made a huge mistake.
I made a mistake. What exactly did I do wrong? Why don't you make me understand?
You deceived my entire family by hiding the fact that your dad only finished high school. You should have told me about it in advance at the very least.
How is that deception? I simply didn't mention it to your family because no one asked before.
You didn't tell my family about your dad's education history because you were embarrassed.
What? Watch your words. I have never felt embarrassed about my dad. If anything, I respected him.
Forget it. Anyway, my dad got really angry yesterday, but he didn't want to let go of you. He was furious, and yet he still wants the wedding to proceed.
He treated me as if I were the child of a murderer until yesterday. And now suddenly he wants to treat me like a human?
All these issues happened because of you. And your dad, is he even running a guest house? That's something else. Running a guest house.
How is any of that my fault? And what's wrong with running a guest house?
If you had just lied at the alumni gathering, none of this would have happened. Besides, running an accommodation business is basically working in a motel. Is that a respectable business?
Last time you went crazy saying I deceived you, and now you're getting angry at me for not lying at the alumni gathering? And why don't you go to motels?
Oh, stop bringing up irrelevant things. You don't want to break up with me either because of this. Just continue with the wedding preparations as planned.
I'm telling you just in case. If my dad's education comes up again, I won't be able to tolerate it. I warned you.
We'll see about that. Make a reservation at the hotel restaurant where we met last time. This place would also be great for a family gathering.
The hotel we went to last time. I think a different venue would be better. How about this place? This place has more variety of food and better service than the hotel we went to last time.
You still don't seem to know, but the hotel I chose is local-based and it's a 4-star hotel. It's much better than the hotel you showed me. We should meet at a place like this for the meeting with my in-laws, don't you think?
Ah, okay. I understand.
When would my in-laws ever come to a place like this? I personally chose this place thinking of your family. They will definitely like it.
Oh, thank you. That's very considerate of you.
I'm still not over it, though.
What do you mean?
I said I'm not over it. But since it's true that you went to Stanford, I'm letting it go. So, from now on, make sure there's nothing that bothers me. Got it?
Okay, I understand.
Make a restaurant reservation at the hotel I showed you. It might not be easy to get a reservation there because it's quite popular. Make the reservation in advance for next weekend.
But I'm sure they are fully booked a month in advance. I'm sure you know, but that restaurant is quite popular. If I make a reservation now, we'll have to have the meeting a month later.
Anna, just tell them it's a very important meeting. A family gathering to discuss marriage stuff. But if the staff there don't make a reservation, just tell them that you and I went to Stanford. They'll arrange a reservation for us.
Sure, okay. I can do that.
Excellent. Keep me updated with the reservation. I'm counting on you.
All right, understood. I'll see what I can do. Mark's father is asking if this restaurant is nice to have the family gathering.
What? Here? This specific hotel? Did you choose this hotel?
No, he really wanted it to be here. I suggested another place, but he insisted on having it here.
Really? Did he say he likes this place?
Yes, he insists on having it at this hotel. Anyways, I don't think he really knows about it, so I don't think you have to worry so much. I don't think he has a clue.
Oh well, okay then. I guess I don't have much choice.
Don't worry, Dad. You can tell Mom that the family gathering will be next Saturday.
Next Saturday? Isn't that slightly tight to make it happen?
Yeah, well, he wants me to show off my Stanford diploma to make the magic happen.
All right, well then, I'll tell your mom about the schedule. How can you just walk out of the restaurant like that? You just left everyone in the restaurant.
So you expect me to sit there quietly even after hearing such remarks from your dad? Didn't you hear what he said about my dad?
But you can't just leave us like that and storm out, especially when we were having a family gathering like this. This just isn't acceptable. Last time my dad forgave you because he was generous, but this time you'll really have to come and apologize.
Are you just going to ignore the fact that your father disrespected my dad for only having a high school education?
Well, even if you don't like it, you have to endure it for a bit. I'm sure it wouldn't be your first.
Why should I endure it? And on top of that, it's not like my dad wasn't present there. Is it appropriate to talk like that in front of people?
Yeah, well, my dad was just concerned, that's all.
Concerned? Concerned about what? Do you really want me to remind you what your father said? He said that he's worried that I might have my dad's genes and intelligence. He even said he's concerned that our children may be like my dad. Do you really think that something like that should come out of someone's mouth? And you just sat there and acted like what he said is all true.
I don't remember him saying anything like that.
Are you kidding me? Are you just trying to wriggle out of this like that?
Look, you have to come and apologize to my dad right now.
Tell your dad to come and apologize to my dad. You will never see me apologize to your dad. Ever. I have no reason to answer your call. Please stop calling me. I don't have any business with you.
Where did you learn to disrespect your father-in-law like this? Apologize to me right now and my wife. I'm giving you a chance, and you better take it when I give it to you.
Why should I apologize to you? I have absolutely no reason to apologize to you. On the contrary, you should apologize to us.
You really need me to lay it out on you? During the family gathering, you just got up and left the table. That alone is enough reason for you to apologize to us. You didn't treat us as your future in-laws, so apologize right now.
If you truly consider yourself my in-laws, then you shouldn't have treated me and my dad like that. I tried to treat you with respect, but I see no reason why I should continue doing so. You never earned my respect.
What did you just say to me?
You might need some glasses if you can't read the text. Do you want me to refer you to a good eye doctor?
Well, considering your father only graduated from high school, I doubt he could have learned any manners. Since you were raised by such a father, you're probably not much different from him. And it seems like it clearly shows by the way that you treat me.
Is attending Stanford the only achievement in your life? The way you connect everything to Stanford shows that the happiest moments in your life must have been when you attended Stanford.
What did you say? Are you really going to disrespect me like that? Besides, of course, getting into Stanford is one of my best feats. Stanford is not just a place anyone can get into.
I also attended Stanford, but I don't associate every thought with Stanford like you do. Thinking that you're superior to others just because you graduated from a mediocre university makes me want to puke. And isn't it more important to focus on the life someone is living now rather than which university they attended?
Why, I couldn't agree more. So what is your dad doing now? Didn't you say your dad works at a motel?
Who told you that my dad works at a motel?
What are you talking about? Didn't you say that your father works in the accommodation business? He couldn't be doing anything better than a motel. Oh, what's the matter? Was that also a lie?
Oh, do you really think that I'm lying to you? I never said he works at a motel. You must be imagining stuff that you've never heard.
Then what is it? If you're so confident, why don't you just tell me?
Do you really need to know the truth?
Tell me everything right now, you liar. Why are you showing me this? This is the hotel where we had the family gathering. What is it?
Take a closer look at the picture. Do you see the man in the middle? Recognize him?
What are you talking about?
That's the hotel's CEO. Look closer. He's my dad. Do you see now?
You can't be serious.
Even without attending fancy Stanford like you, he makes hundreds of times more money than you.
Oh, stop lying. You just created this image from editing. Do you think someone like me who graduated from Stanford will fall for this cheap trick?
Why would I lie to you? You know very well that you have to wait for over a month to make a reservation at this hotel. But successfully made a reservation a week ago. Doesn't that make you wonder how I made that possible?
What are you talking about? I naturally assumed that you managed to make the reservation because you attended Stanford.
Do you cut in line at McDonald's claiming you attended Stanford? You graduated from Stanford and yet you're currently unemployed. My dad, who didn't even finish high school, is now the manager of a 4-star hotel. Who do you think is more impressive? You or my dad?
What? Did you just insult me? Apologize to me right now.
You're so entitled. In this day and age, you judge people based on their education. With such outdated thinking, your whole family is just old. What's the matter? Do you think I'm wrong? And I won't apologize to you. If anything, you should apologize to my dad. You have no achievements other than attending Stanford. And you're poor. Oh, but who knows? If I marry Mark, you could benefit from my family's wealth as well. I'll think about it if you promise that you'll apologize to my dad.
Oh, well, you know, Anna, I'm really sorry about what happened. I think I made a lot of mistakes. You know, Mark didn't do anything wrong. It was just me.
I have no intention of getting involved with someone like you, so don't ever come near me again. Frankly, our family is not suitable to be with some family like yours. After all that, I broke off the engagement. It was the only natural thing for me to do. Even though my boyfriend came later and cried and begged, I didn't accept him. I just couldn't stand him anymore. To be honest, my boyfriend never once stood up to his dad when his dad said those things to my dad. Because of that, I was extremely disappointed in my boyfriend. I thought he would say something to his dad. Maybe my expectations were too high of him. And if he grew up in such a household, wouldn't he have had those thoughts about people in general? So I guess he just stayed quiet when his dad talked to my dad about education. And there's one more important fact. My boyfriend was actually preparing to switch jobs to my dad's hotel for a long time. After my dad learned everything that happened to me, he didn't hire my boyfriend. I don't think I've ever seen my dad get that angry. He was fine with being disrespected by people like Bob, but he would never let past someone who disrespected his family. Moreover, using all his connections, my dad made sure that every hotel my boyfriend submitted his resume to rejected him. My boyfriend quit his previous job to join my dad's hotel, so he was working part-time and preparing while living with his family. He quit his job to work in the hotel, but now he can't get accepted by any hotel. Some people might say that it was too harsh on him, but I don't think someone who judges people based solely on their education is a good person or a promising talent. I guess you can call me petty for being happy that he will be having a hard life. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, babe. Are you up yet? How are you feeling? I got a voicemail from the nurse or somebody to say that your surgery was finished. How did it go?
Oh, hey, sweetie. Yeah, I'm up. I woke up about 3 hours ago, actually. The doctor came and gave me a really long talk explaining everything like future surgeries and what my recovery might look like, but I'm free now.
I'm sorry I couldn't come to the hospital to look after you. I had so much work to do. It's not easy for me to get to the hospital just like that.
I know, it's fine.
So, what did the doctor say? The nurse who called me said she couldn't give me a lot of information over the phone. She said I should probably come and meet with the doctors, but I really don't think I'm going to have time for that. Everything is so crazy at the moment. Did the doctor say whether he thought you'd walk again? Maybe after some physiotherapy, you'll be back to normal, right?
Actually, it doesn't look like I'll ever get back to normal. Don't you remember him telling us when we were here for the consultation? He doesn't think my legs will ever fully heal. He said there's a high probability that I'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a lot of nerve damage at the base of my spine. Those kinds of things don't tend to heal. You know, the passenger side where I was sitting was almost completely crushed. I was kind of prepared for this, though. I knew that's what he was going to say. But it's different when reality hits. It's going to take a while to come to terms with it. The doctor suggested seeing a psychiatrist, too.
So, what are you going to do from now on?
I guess it's going to be difficult for me to live how I was before the accident. We'll have to make some changes to our place so that I can get around in a wheelchair, won't we? And I'll need help with a shower and toilet and that kind of thing. I'll probably have to employ someone. I won't be able to drive, so I'll need someone to help with that too. Oh, there is so much to think about. My boss called, though. It sounds like he'll be able to make sure that I can come back to work somehow. Obviously not what I was doing before, though. The company will be able to make some allowances. I'll retrain and maybe I'll be able to work from home until I'm used to the chair and my new routine. But I think I'll have to kiss goodbye to my old career and start afresh with something new. I'm sure the doctor will explain more when he sees you, but I think there might be some stuff you have to deal with too. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a burden to anyone.
What? I can't. I don't think I'll be able to help with that stuff.
What do you mean?
I definitely can't look after a disabled person. You'll have to find someone else, Paul. Maybe we should get a divorce. I don't think I can handle this.
What? Wait, what do you mean, get a divorce? Haley, you're completely overreacting. You can't be serious.
I really don't want to be involved in that stuff. I have my own life to live. There's no way you're going to get me to bathe you or wipe your backside or anything like that. That would be so embarrassing. And if you're never going to get better, I'd be stuck doing that for years and years. Can you imagine me clipping your toenails as an old man? Because I can't. No way. I'm sorry, Paul, but I really can't.
Wait a second, I never asked you to do any of that. I'm getting a professional care worker, obviously. Oh, this is insane. You don't even care enough about me to listen to what I was gonna say. You just assumed I'm asking you to give up your whole life to care for me?
It's not just that, though. You think you'll be able to keep working, but you don't really know that. What if your boss is just saying that stuff to be kind? What are you going to do if you get fired? It won't be easy for you to get a new job when you're in a wheelchair. You even don't know how much your care is going to cost, do you? What if it's so expensive that it's all you can afford? I didn't agree to be poor when we got married.
You literally said for richer, for poorer, but I guess you didn't really mean it.
That's just what everyone says at their wedding. It doesn't mean anything.
Obviously not for you. Oh, Haley, just calm down. You're totally overreacting. I can understand that this is a bit of a shock and a disappointment. It'll take a while to get used to it. But can't you just try and be a little bit more understanding? After all, you're fine. It's me that's going to be stuck in a wheelchair. Sure, I think it'll change some stuff about our lives. You might have to do more around the house. We might have to move to be closer to my parents. But I really don't think I'm asking too much of you. After a little practice, I'll still be able to do a lot for myself. I don't know if I'm going to get fired, but even if I did, I'd figure something out. And as for my recovery, let's both hear what the doctor has to say before we make any serious life choices based on this stuff.
You're not listening to me, Paul. I'm saying I don't want to do any of that stuff. It's annoying. I just want to live a normal life with someone who still has the use of all his limbs. I'm just not suited to dealing with someone else's problems, you know? And I can't live without money. I'm too sensitive. If you can't earn money and you need looking after, you're just going to end up being a burden to me. I can't live with a disabled person.
Excuse me? Don't you know what you sound like right now?
Imagine me going out with my girlfriends or meeting new people at church. How would I be able to talk about having such an embarrassment for a husband? And if you're in a wheelchair, there's probably no chance we can have kids, is there? That's not fair on me, Paul. You know I've always wanted a family.
I don't know how you can go to church at all with an attitude like that.
You're no better if you're trying to force this horrific existence on me. I'm only 32 years old. I can't waste my life with someone like you. If you don't understand how much this would affect me, you're either cruel or stupid. That's why I need to get a divorce. You need to have the strength to set me free.
Seriously, Haley? You can't ask for a divorce because I have a disability now, and then turn around and call me cruel for not agreeing. You're being totally unreasonable. We wouldn't even be in this situation if it wasn't for you. The accident was your fault. You fell asleep at the wheel, and our car plowed straight into a concrete wall. It is totally unfair for you to start calling me an embarrassment and a burden after that. How dare you?
It's a bit late for you to be bringing that up again. Before you went into surgery, you said you understand, and I must have been so tired. You totally forgave me. You can't take that back now, unless you want everyone to know how fickle you are. If you want to blame someone for this, maybe we should blame you. We wouldn't have had an accident if you weren't always going out drinking with your work buddies. The only reason we got into an accident was because I needed to come and collect you.
I told you, I didn't need you to come and pick me up. I said it was late and I would take a taxi home. But you got weird and said it was a waste of money to get a taxi, so I had to wait for you. But the taxi fare is barely more than the cost of gas. And now we have the hospital bills as well.
Well, maybe. But if I didn't pick you up, you might have just decided to go home with one of those ugly women you work with.
What are you talking about? I would never do anything like that. You're being ridiculous.
There's no reason for you to blame me for this. And my car is ruined too, so you're not the only one who has lost something. I haven't done anything wrong.
You really think that's true?
Anyway, it doesn't change the fact that I've got no intention of looking after you for the rest of our lives. I'll go and get the divorce papers, so all you need to do is sign them and file them. I'll move my stuff out as soon as I can.
Just a second. You can't just ask for a divorce and expect it to be that easy. We need to sit down and talk about it properly.
Well, it's already decided. Your lawyer can sit down and talk to my lawyer about it if you want, but I'm not talking to you anymore. You can get your parents or someone to look after you when you get out of the hospital. Bye, Paul. Have a nice life. Actually, I don't care. Have a whatever life as long as I'm not in it. You haven't changed your number, right? Why did you ignore me this evening? I even waved and shouted at you.
Oh, was that you? I was afraid it was. It sounded like you, but you looked completely different, so I wasn't sure.
I recognized you immediately. It wasn't difficult, though. There was something short and skinny in the middle of a group of businessmen. I thought there's only one wheelchair user I know. It must be you. And it was. How are you getting on with it? I guess you must have gotten used to being disabled by now. Are you good at using the chair? I bet you play wheelchair basketball or something like that, don't you?
Not that it's any of your business, but I actually do enjoy the occasional game of wheelchair tennis. Yeah, I'm used to it. You've changed quite a lot, haven't you? Your clothes look different. Your face looks a little different too. Are you getting Botox or something? And I noticed your stomach. I guess you must have gotten remarried.
Actually, we're not married yet, but we've been living together for about 6 months. We're planning on getting married after the baby is born. I don't want to be pregnant in my wedding photos.
Oh, that's nice. I'm happy for you. That's what you always wanted, wasn't it? A family.
I'm so happy right now. I probably shouldn't say this, but I think I made the right choice divorcing you when you can't walk regularly. Don't you think? I expect you can't get a promotion and you just end up with all the odd jobs that no one else really wants. Are you making enough money to get by? It definitely looked like you were on the bottom of the pile surrounded by all those smart-looking businessmen. My boyfriend earns about $800,000 a year. He's so smart. I bet you can't beat that.
Why would you just assume that your boyfriend earns more than me? Anyway, are you just messaging me to make fun of me and act all superior because you have a rich boyfriend? That's not very nice. So, just like you, I suppose.
I'm not making fun of you. I just thought I might share our news and let you know I'm doing great. I hope you don't mind me being so happy. I don't want you to be too jealous. My future husband is so clever, you know. He works for Eastman Finance in the city. He earns so much I even gave up my job to become a makeup blogger.
He works for Eastman?
You know it, don't you? It's a huge investment company around here. Almost everybody I talk to knows what it is. If you're looking for work, actually, I could ask my boyfriend if there's anything going at his office. They might need someone to answer the phone or something. You could probably do that, couldn't you? I don't even know what people in wheelchairs are capable of. But if you call and ask for David Cook, he'll talk to you and let you know if they need anyone. It'll be better than not having a job anyway.
David Cook? That's your boyfriend?
Oh, do you already know him? I shouldn't be too surprised. He's really good at his job. I'm sure he's famous.
Yeah, I know him. Actually, he's on my team at work. Well, technically he works under Graham, who's on my team.
What? Are you sure it's not the other way around? You're David's boss?
Yeah, if it's the same David Cook who works at Eastman Finance, I'm sure there can't be two of them. He was hired about a few months ago for maternity cover on Graham's team until Jessica comes back. It's a fixed-term position, and usually we'd try and find someone a permanent position afterwards. But to be honest, I'm not sure if we're gonna keep David.
What's wrong with him?
Actually, I really shouldn't be saying anything to you. Can you forget I mentioned that? The contract isn't up for another 6 months anyway, and things might change. He might turn out to be super productive.
What are you talking about? How has Eastman Finance got anything to do with you?
I left my old company 6 months after we divorced because I wasn't getting much out of it anymore. My uncle on my mom's side got in touch because he heard I was thinking about quitting. He said he was looking for a new director of investments and asked if I wanted to interview, and I ended up getting the job. I'm so glad he reached out, because it's not the kind of position I'd ever consider applying for. I couldn't believe my luck. My uncle's company is Eastman Finance. I'm on the board of directors now. I might even be able to apply for an executive position soon.
You've got to be kidding. You're on the board of directors?
That's right. Although I'm still learning a lot, I doubt I'll be able to get a promotion this year. Maybe in the next few years. Anyway, this guy you're seeing, David Cook, I don't think he's the greatest guy. I don't want to interfere with your life, but like I said, he began a few months ago and has consistently been late since his first day. And after I leave work at night, I often see him and a couple of other guys heading to a nearby bar. I honestly thought they were going to pick up girls because that bar has kind of a reputation. Hopefully he is not cheating on you, but I thought that I should probably let you know. And he's not that good at his job either. I'm not sure how he even got hired, even if it was just for maternity cover. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to let him go before the end of his trial period, but try not to mention it to him. I just want to let you know in case he loses his job and that leaves you in a difficult position with your baby.
I don't think we're talking about the same guy. My David told me that he'd been working at Eastman for over 10 years. It can't be this guy who only joined a few months ago. I've been seeing him for a year. I'd know if he changed his job.
Maybe at first he was lying about Eastman, and then when he saw the job come up, he applied for it and somehow got it?
But he said everyone at work really relies on him for everything, and he has the best judgment when it comes to financial decisions. He said his boss is putting him into the management program and he'll get promoted soon. He has so many expensive watches. And such a nice car. He must be making lots of money. I don't think it's the same guy that you know. Perhaps there is more than one David Cook at that company and you just haven't met my guy.
I'd be surprised if he'd been working there for more than 10 years and I hadn't met him. I really think I've met everybody. If it's the guy I think you mean, he is definitely lying to you. There's no way he could be earning $800,000 a year. He's on the basic salary for new starters. Besides, there is no one at our company that makes that much money in a year. It's impossible. Even my uncle isn't making that much.
Are you sure? I thought it was a really successful company.
It is, but that's a ridiculous amount of money for one person to make in a year. Don't you know that? Look, as a guy, I can say that he probably just said those things to impress you so that you would go out with him. And have you even looked closely at any of the watches or clothes he wears? All of the brands are fake. If you look closely, it says Rolex and stuff like that. I didn't think that you were that gullible, Haley. He was showing off in the office, but almost everyone noticed straight away that they were fake. We make fun of him, but he doesn't seem to notice.
That can't be true. Are you saying he's been lying to me? I'm having his baby! I thought I knew him.
Oh, that reminds me. It's about your parents. If you're back in town, I think you should drop by and see them. It sounds like they're a bit hard up at the moment. They'd probably appreciate it if you pay them back all the money that you borrowed from them.
What are you talking about? Have you seen my parents recently? I don't know what money you mean. How are they suddenly so broke?
I'm talking about how the court found you guilty of driving dangerously and causing the accident that resulted in my injury and ordered you to pay damages. You borrowed the money off of them and then left town and they haven't been able to get in touch with you since. That's what they told me. If you're back in town now, I strongly suggest that you go around there and arrange to start paying them back. Where have you been this whole time? They said that you went traveling, so I didn't expect to see you in town. Do they know that you're back?
Why have you been talking to my parents? We got a divorce. You don't have the right to stay in touch with my family without me knowing.
I was worried about them. They're not working anymore, so I wanted to make sure they were getting by okay. They were so kind to me while we were married, and they went out of their way to apologize when they found out about the accident. I feel sorry for them. You've treated them really badly. How do you think they can afford to just spend all their savings to cover for your mistakes?
They're my parents. It's their responsibility to look after me. Besides, it might as well be my money anyway. I don't have any brothers or sisters. When they die, I'll get all their money, won't I? I might as well have it now.
But they're miserable. Your dad had to sell his collection of antique toys, and your mom is working a part-time job at the local convenience store. That's where I met her, and I found out that you hadn't paid them back. She doesn't look well, Haley. I think she's getting too tired out with work. Parents do have a responsibility to their children when the child is still a child. But you're an adult now. You also have a responsibility to look after them.
I don't know why they can't just get by on my dad's pension. He was in the army. He should be getting enough to support himself.
Well, I don't know the particulars, but I'm sure your mom wouldn't be working a part-time job if she didn't have to. Why don't you go around and see them and find out what's going on and how you can help? Are you making any money from blogging yet? Or if David Cook is actually rich, maybe he can help you guys out.
It's not your place to start telling me what to do, Paul. You've always been so high and mighty. You don't really know David. I do. He's not a liar. How dare you try and interfere with my life like this? I bet you're even trying to turn my parents against me.
It was you that skipped town and left them to deal with this mess that you made. You decided you didn't want to help look after me, so you had to pay a settlement. That's why your parents are poor now. I didn't want any of this to happen, but you left me with no choice. I had to pay for my hospital bills. I didn't expect you to borrow money from your elderly parents and not pay them back. They're on the verge of losing their house, Haley. You have to do something about it.
Why should I? You're the one who accepted their money. Maybe you should help them out.
Your mom started crying when she saw me. Your dad is really mad at you. It's your fault. How can you ask me to pay? Your dad apologized to me because you caused so much irrevocable damage to my life. He said he was ashamed to have a daughter that could do something like this and then just leave without any apology. I really don't want them to go through any more difficulties, so hurry up and give them their money back.
I can't just give them the money. I don't have any.
What about David then? If he's not a liar and he's earning $800,000 a year, surely he can help. It might take a few years, but I'm sure if you both work hard, you'll be out of debt before you know it.
That's not going to work. You said there's no way he's earning that much.
Well, let's just imagine that he's earning a starter salary like I expect, and he sorts his attitude out. In that case, you guys can still make enough repayments to make sure your parents don't go bankrupt and lose their house.
What if I don't want to get married to a guy like that? If he's not earning that much, how will we afford everything?
You could go back to work when the baby is born. If you don't marry him, how are you going to manage the kid and your parents and yourself? You said you didn't want to be poor, but I really think it's unavoidable now. It's just a question of how poor you want to be.
What should I do? You're not married, are you, Paul?
Don't even go there. There's no way I would ever consider marrying you again. You completely betrayed my trust. You put me in a dangerous situation and caused an accident that put me in a wheelchair. And then you refused to take responsibility. Why should I help you out now?
I'll apologize for all of that. If you'll forgive me, I'll do anything you want.
I said there's no way, and I mean it. There's literally nothing you could do to convince me to remarry you and bring up David Cook's child.
It might not be his. There was another guy I was seeing around the same time. It might not be David's baby.
That doesn't make it any better, Haley.
But I promised to look after you. You won't need a professional carer anymore. I'll be saving you money.
I'd rather be spending it. It wouldn't be worth the trouble of having you back in my life, I'm sorry. The guy who looks after me now is an excellent carer and a really good friend. I'd rather have him around than you. And I don't need your apology now. You let me down and there's really nothing you can say to make that feeling go away. Honestly, I think it's your parents you should be apologizing to. You've let them down too, but they probably still love you and want to forgive you. We're divorced, I got the money I was entitled to from the accident, and I haven't seen you in 5 years. We're basically strangers now. We have nothing to do with each other. If you hadn't messaged me, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You should be trying to sort this out by yourself.
How can you be so unfeeling to me, Paul?
You think I'm the unfeeling one? You called me an embarrassment. Anyway, I'm busy. I have work tomorrow and I need to get some things ready for an important meeting. Don't contact me anymore, Haley. I won't respond. I heard at the office that Haley confronted her boyfriend and demanded to know the truth. He came in complaining that she verbally attacked him. But he also seemed weirdly proud that he had fooled her for so long. He obviously didn't realize that I was her ex-husband, which means she probably didn't tell him. I wonder if she was worried I'd tell him the whole story. The next day, he didn't come into work, and one of the guys he used to hang out with told everyone that he ran away while Haley was sleeping. Apparently, she also found out that the house and the car that she thought were his were actually both rentals. So she screamed at him all night until she fell asleep, and he snuck out with her jewelry and a couple of designer handbags. Probably the ones I bought her when we were dating. I think she moved back in with her parents after that. They sold their house and moved into a small apartment to free up some money. After the baby was born, Haley went back to work. She used to be a pretty good saleswoman, but I'm not sure if that'll be enough to feed 4 people. Obviously, money is still pretty tight because I still see her mom working in the convenience store sometimes. She says Haley works night and day, but I don't know what that means. Whatever she's doing, I'm glad she's finally paying her parents back. And hopefully she's learned to value other people a little bit more, especially people who don't lie to her and steal her stuff. David Cook never came back to work again, and he got fired automatically after a week of unexplained absence. These days, I'm not even convinced David Cook is his real name. I think Haley and her parents are looking after the baby together for now, but Haley's mom is talking about putting it up for adoption. I'd feel sorry for it, but I wouldn't blame them. I imagine having a newborn baby in a tiny apartment must be really hard. I wonder if Haley had just ignored me when she saw me in the street. Maybe she wouldn't be having such a hard time now. But she saw me and she just had to try and rub my nose in it. Then when she found out the truth about her boyfriend, she just had to confront him. She can never just let something go, and I guess that's why she always ends up in trouble. If she just let me take a taxi home that night, who knows where we would be now? But from now on, I want her to work hard and try to live a quiet and respectful life. As for me, I'm just enjoying my new job. I still have so much to learn here, and I think I have a pretty bright future ahead, despite my difficulties. I hope I'll be able to repay some of the people who've helped me out when I needed them by never giving up on my goals.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. See you next time. Well, if it isn't the one who lost everything and ended up living on the streets. How have you been? I hope you've been doing well. What? Who is this? Don't tell me that you have forgotten who I am. Have you had so little to eat that your brain doesn't even work anymore? Seriously, I have no idea who this is. Who are you? What if I tell you that I am the beautiful woman who stole your husband from you about 7 years ago? Does that ring a bell at all? Wait, is this Simone? That's right, Ella. This is Simone. See, you do remember me. Right, I do. It has been a while. Is that it? Yeah. What else would I say? You really have nothing more to say to me? Not really. What did you expect from me? I don't know. Some angry comments about how I ruined your life or something. Nothing like that at all? Oh, that's what you were expecting? Well, no. I have nothing like that to say to you. Come on, there's no need to hide it. We go way back after all. But it's not like we're friends or anything, so I don't think there is anything I need to tell you or say to you. You don't need to put on such a strong front for me, you know? It's okay to let your anger out sometimes. You can say whatever you want, but there is nothing that I want to say to you. 7 years ago, you lost your husband and your job because of me and ended up homeless on the streets. There must be something that you want to say to me. There's no way that there isn't. Well, I guess the weather today is quite nice, isn't it? That's not what I'm talking about, and you know it. Have you lost your mind? No, but what you're talking about happened a long time in the past. Why do I need to hold a grudge for that long? I have gotten over it, and it's just something that happened before to me now. Oh, I don't believe that at all. By the way, I even saw you lining up for food given out by some volunteers. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I definitely did do that. Those people really helped me through a hard time. I'm eternally grateful to them for taking the time to try and help the less fortunate. Even just remembering how pathetic you looked in that line is enough to make me laugh. Look, what do you want from me? I'm busy, and I don't have time for this kind of thing. Oh, is it time for you to go and line up for some food now? No, that's not it. But just hurry up and tell me what you want from me. Thanks to my husband, who I stole away from you before, I'm about to live in a high-rise condo. Oh, is that so? Well, good for you. I guess we can end the conversation here then. Wait a second! I'm not done with you yet! While you were out sleeping in the cold and drinking water from puddles, James really got ahead in his career. He is now the kind of man that can just buy luxury property at a whim when he wants to. You really let the wrong person get away from you. It sounds like he must have really worked hard to get to where he is. I was the one who pushed him to be the man he is today. That must have been a lot of work for you as well, then. Congratulations on your life going so well together. That can't be all you have to say. What about, he was my husband, or give him back to me? Nothing like that at all? No, not at all. I don't think that in the slightest. God, you're such a boring woman. You have no passion or emotion. It's no wonder you can't keep a man to save your life. I guess that might not be that far from the truth. To some point, at least. I bet that you're still living in the park and looking for half-eaten food in the trash that people have thrown away. I'll be sure to look out for you from my window some days. I can see almost everything from where I am. Oh, really? And where is it that you are living then? Where is the apartment that James bought? You finally took the bait then, huh? I knew that you would want to know more about it. About 3 years ago, not far from the Central Park, a 40-floor high-rise got built, right? Yeah, I know the one you were talking about. Well, I live there on the 30th floor now. How's that? I would have liked the top floor, of course, but that's neither here nor there. Well, good for you. Congratulations on the purchase. By the way, how did you even get my phone number in the first place? This isn't the phone that I had when I knew you and James all those years ago. A few days ago, there must have been a homeless woman who you don't know come up to you and ask for your number. Right? Yeah, that did happen. She said that I helped her out sometime before and wanted to thank me and then asked my phone number. I don't remember anything about what she could have meant, though. Of course not, because it never happened. I just paid her $10 to go and ask you for it and give it to me. You did all of that just so that you could tell me that you bought an apartment on the 30th floor? Was that really necessary? I wanted to bring you to despair in whatever way I could. I wanted you to know that I was living the kind of life that you could only hope to dream of. The kind of life that you will never ever get to experience yourself. Okay, well, you've told me all you wanted to tell me then. That's right. And I'm pretty satisfied with it too. Well, I'm busy with the move, so let's end it there. As if I could ever forget who she was or what she had done to me. 7 years ago, I was married to James and we started a business together when that woman came along and ruined everything for me. She started an affair with James and in the end, he divorced me and remarried her. I lost all the right to the business because I never expected this to happen and hadn't taken the proper legal precautions and ended up at rock bottom. I don't know why she has always had it out for me, but that's what it has been like. And it seems that even now, 7 years later, Simone still wants to bring me down as much as she can. My name is Ella, and I am 42 years old. Exactly as Simone said. I lost everything and ended up living on the streets for some time. My parents had already passed away and weren't around to help. And even the people who I thought were my close friends refused to help and distanced themselves from me once I lost everything in my life. I managed to survive outside by drinking water from public fountains in the park and relying on food handouts from volunteers when they were available. It was incredibly hard, especially during the winter. Outside was so cold that you thought that you would freeze then and there, and all I could think about was how to escape from this miserable life. That was the only thought that kept me going, and eventually I managed to escape the streets and get my life back in order. Now I run a diner with some people who had also been homeless at the same time as I was. We try to keep the cost of food as low as possible so that anyone can afford to eat here. But also, if someone comes in and requests a free meal, we will also oblige them. All of us working here know the pain of hunger and not knowing when your next meal will come. So, we do as much as we can to reduce that anxiety for people at least a little bit. There are 3 of us running the place. Gary, who used to be a chef, Nick, who used to be in the hotel business, and then, of course, me. We also employ other former homeless people as front of house staff as well. The diner is pretty successful, and we have a lot of customers and Uber Eats orders every day. I didn't want Simone to find out about the diner at all, so that's why I took that attitude with her, hoping that she would leave me alone. But in the end, it didn't help, and she somehow found out where I worked. Unfortunately, the one thing that I didn't want to happen ended up happening.
God, this place really is filthy. Do you even clean here at all? It looks like I might get sick just from breathing the air in here.
What are you even doing here? Why did you bother coming? You don't order and just keep harassing the staff members and complaining. You're causing trouble for us and the other customers. If you stay here any longer, then I will call the police and have them remove you.
Oh, come now, don't be like that. I just came by to check it out, that's all. But I guess that this is all a former homeless person could manage to achieve, huh? A dirty diner in some alley that no one cares about. I guess this is the limit to what people like you can do.
Just leave and don't come back then. If you don't like it, no one is forcing you to be here.
Oh, you don't need to ask me to not come. You really think that I want to be here any longer than I have to? But even having said that, I don't like to see you trying to claw your way back up from the bottom. That's where you deserve to be, and you need to stay there where you belong.
Haven't you done enough to me already? You stole James and my business away from me, and now you're living in a fancy apartment with him. Aren't you satisfied with that? What else do you want from me?
I want to completely crush you so that you don't get back up again. I want you to disappear from this world completely.
I haven't done anything to you, and I'm not getting in your way either. Just leave me alone already.
James was talking in his sleep the other day.
And so what? Why are you bringing that up all of a sudden? What does that have to do with anything that we're talking about now?
It has everything to do with this. You know what he said? He called out Ella in his sleep.
Don't tell me. You aren't really trying to punish me for something like that, are you?
How am I supposed to forgive you for that? He's out here calling out the name of a woman from 7 years ago in his sleep.
How do you even know that he is talking about me? How many Ellas do you think there are in this world? In this city?
Of course it's going to be you. There's no one else that would make sense to be.
Well, he cheated on me, so maybe he is cheating on you with someone else called Ella?
Shut up! Don't you dare say that to me. I won't rest until you're back at rock bottom covered in mud with no hope of ever coming back up. That way there's no chance that James will ever look your way again. Now you're working and climbing your way back in the world. He might see you and be a little moved by your effort and start thinking things he shouldn't.
Whatever that means, you don't need to worry about it. I would never have anything to do with him again myself.
Like I care about what you say or think. I'm going to see to it that this dump gets closed down for good.
Don't go out of your way to mess with me. There's no reason for you to do that.
I want to see you back sleeping in the park like you used to. Only then will I be satisfied.
And what about all the other people who I am working with who will lose their jobs if this place shuts down? They didn't do anything to you. Why would you want to hurt them?
Well, it's your fault for getting them involved with you in this diner. Now they will have to deal with the consequences, the same as you.
We have tried so hard to turn our lives around, and we finally achieved it. Some of the people working here are only one missed payment away from being back out on the streets. You can't do this to them. Just stay out of our lives.
Come to think of it, I did just see some cockroaches scuttling past in the shop.
Don't make things like that up, please. I know that there weren't any.
This place is filthy and unhygienic. It would be wrong of me to not let other people know as well. They might get sick if they eat here. But luckily, these days with social media, it's easy to get the word out quickly.
Don't do that! Just stop this already, please!
You also deliver with Uber, right? Maybe I will try to order it sometime later. Of course, I will just throw it away without eating a single bite.
Just stay in your fancy apartment and drink some expensive wine with James or something. Why waste your time on something stupid like this?
Oh, I have so much free time since I barely have to do anything around the house. And of course I don't work. I finally found a good way to kill some time, so it looks like I can get rid of my boredom for a little while at least.
If you want to keep the happy life that you have right now, I think that you should just grow up and forget about all of this.
Oh, what is this? I'm being threatened by a formerly homeless person. I don't believe it. But you're so not threatening that I want to laugh. This is embarrassing to even hear.
I'm warning you now, okay?
Oh, I see what you mean. You're going to try and break into my apartment with your other homeless friends. Sure, that would be quite a pain, but I will just call the police and then it's over for all of you. That doesn't work as a threat. I have nothing to lose, but you will lose everything.
Don't say that I didn't warn you. You better understand that.
You're the one who needs to understand that you will learn to regret this. You should just up and leave the city, or even better, leave this country. But until you do that, I will do everything I can to make sure that you are never happy. Infested with cockroaches and also overcharging customers? You really do run a terrible business, don't you?
So it was you who started spreading that around on the internet. It's been 7 years since I have felt this angry at someone.
What? I have no idea what you might be talking about.
Don't feign ignorance. I know that you are the one posting those fake reviews on different websites. There's no one else that it would be. And the huge order a few days ago? That was your doing as well, wasn't it?
Really? Of all these false accusations? I'm insulted.
You had someone order $500 worth of food over the phone, and when we tried to deliver it, the person said that they knew nothing about it. Not only did we not get paid for the order, but all that food went to waste as well.
I told you to stop accusing me for something I had nothing to do with.
I know it was you. The fruit prepared here is made by homeless people, and the entire store is filthy. Those are the kinds of reviews someone has been leaving, and it is almost the same thing that you said to me last week.
I'm telling you that it isn't me.
You can pretend all you like, but I know that it is you who is doing this. I've got in touch with a lawyer just in case there is any legal recourse I can take against you. You are ruining the reputation of my business.
Do what you want, but there's no way that you can prove it was me.
I wonder about that. We were able to trace down the phone number of the person who ordered the huge order to a random address.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the call was made by someone named Tom Kelly. Ring a bell at all?
No, I have never heard of anyone like that.
Really? Because he admitted that he was asked by you to do it and you paid him for it.
And who do you think people would believe? Me or some unemployed college student like him? I think it's pretty clear who.
Well, they would believe you. If there wasn't any evidence, that is.
What? What do you mean by that?
Are you really that stupid? You asked him to do it over texts. Do you think that he went back and deleted them or something? You gave him $50 to make the call and then another $50 when it was done. He has screenshots just in case you didn't pay him. Really, you're like a child pulling a stupid prank but too scared to even do it yourself.
That stupid kid. It's so obvious that he should have cleared those texts.
It might take longer for the damage that you're doing online to our reputation, but I'm sure we will be able to prove that those were all fake accounts and fake reviews and have them taken down as well.
Whatever. Do what you want. I don't care at all. Even if you try to get back at me somehow, James will be able to help me out with anything. Remember, he has enough money to even buy that kind of apartment. You shouldn't underestimate the power of money.
Is that apartment the only thing that you have to be proud of?
Someone like you wouldn't understand what it means. What it's like to live in a place like that.
I'm sorry to burst your bubble like this, but that apartment that you're living in is essentially mine. I hope you keep paying all the common charges on it each month.
What are you talking about?
The apartment that you are living in is mine.
Keep your nonsense to yourself. You can keep dreaming about that in your sleep.
I got married 4 years ago and my husband is a property investor. I'm sure if I told you the name of the company, then it would sound familiar to you.
What? That's impossible! How could a homeless person like you ever marry someone like that?
I was homeless for 6 months before I managed to get a job and a place somehow. But after that experience, I still wanted to do what I could to help those who had to live on the streets, so I started volunteering for the same groups who had helped me before.
And so what? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, my now husband was also there volunteering with me. It didn't take us too long to get to be on good terms, and then after dating for 2 years, we got married.
You married someone who has even more money than James? I won't let you get away with this. And even if what you say is true, James bought the apartment, so it's his and not yours.
Maybe the apartment itself, but not the building. When we got married, my husband said to me that he didn't think that I would be the type who wanted an engagement ring, and instead of that, he gave me that entire high-rise as a present.
What? That's impossible! That sort of thing doesn't happen.
Maybe not normally, but it happened to me. This business that I started now has only been around for about a year, and it was some way to give other homeless people a chance to get back on their feet. And of course, I still support the volunteer and charity groups to this day who are out there handing out food and other supplies to those who need it.
So you're just a hypocrite. You own an entire apartment building, but you're supporting the homeless with their basic needs like you understand or care about them.
You can say what you want, but it means nothing because you don't know anything about being poor or homeless. I'm doing what I feel is right with people I care about. I have never been happier before.
What? And so do you live in that building as well?
No, I don't.
Oh, thank God. I couldn't deal with that otherwise.
But that doesn't change the fact that you're living in the building that belongs to me.
I finally thought that I had beat you in every way.
I have always been happier than you are, now and in the past. I'm not obsessed with money like you, and I live my life according to actual principles.
Well, good for you. God, I shouldn't have contacted you in the first place. Goodbye.
Hold it.
What do you want?
You tried to mess with my business. I don't think you can just end things like nothing happened.
All I did was play a little prank. Don't get so caught up in the little things.
But the reputation of my store still suffered.
And what do you want me to do about it then?
First of all, you can go and delete all of those fake reviews. Or if the site won't let you, then you need to comment on them that they are all fake.
Fine! Fine, I'll do that, and then will you leave me alone?
Well, we'll see what comes of that later on. But let me warn you about one more thing.
And what's that?
You need to pay a little more attention to James.
And exactly what is that supposed to mean?
He was so annoying when he came to me and begged me to get back together with him. Can you tell him to make sure that he never does anything like that again?
What? He came to you?
Yeah, and all he did was complain. He said that you were so obsessed with money and buying things that it didn't matter how hard or how much he worked. You still ended up spending almost everything. And you're aging badly to the point where he isn't attracted to you at all and has not a single bit of affection left for you anymore.
He said all of that?
You wouldn't believe how pathetic he was.
I can't believe he would say that about me.
Well, you better believe it. I don't know how he found me in the first place, but of course I turned him down and told him to not come back. But then he found my husband and tried to beg him to lend him some money.
What? Why would he need to borrow money from anyone?
It sounds like his business isn't doing too well.
No way. This can't be happening.
He was almost in tears when he told me. You might even have to sell the apartment that you bought, too.
No! That's the only thing that I won't accept.
Well, it's not really up to you. If his company fails, he will probably have to liquidate his assets to pay any debts or outstanding money that he owes.
But if we lose that apartment, then I won't have anything left. I can't lose it. You need to help me somehow.
I'm very busy and I don't have time to listen to your complaining.
But you're the owner of the building. Surely you can do something about this.
That doesn't mean that I control the banks that would come to repossess his assets. And besides, you took everything from me. Do you really think that I would help you now?
Please do something for me.
No, I don't think I will. Goodbye, Simone. You didn't manage to make me hit rock bottom again, but you might soon find out how it feels yourself. About 2 months after that conversation, James's business had to file for bankruptcy and he defaulted on all of his debts. To cover part of it, the apartment that he owned was repossessed by the bank and sold off to someone else. His and Simone's marriage didn't last much longer, of course. He no longer had the money that she wanted, and he was sick of her in his own way, too. They got divorced and went their separate ways for the first time in 7 years. To be honest, I'm a little surprised they even lasted that long. At the very least, Simone followed through on deleting the fake reviews like she said, and I haven't heard from her since. Business is booming, and I am lucky to be with my fantastic husband and work with people who I like and care about. With enough effort, people can come back from almost any setback, but it's important to not forget those who are still struggling when one makes it. Even now that Simone has lost a lot in her life, I still hope that she can somehow find it within her to bounce back. But I won't be holding my breath. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. See you next time!